Welcome you to the session on Python installation. I am Dr. Chamrishuri, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Science, Vellala College for Women, Erode. Welcome to the world of Python. Python, as you all know, it's a general purpose, high-level programming language, interpreted, interactive, and object-oriented scripting language. You can use Python for developing desktop GUI applications, websites, and web applications. Python is derived from many other programming languages including ABC, Modula 3, C, C++, Algol 68, Smalltalk, Unix Shell, and other scripting languages. Python can be used on a server to create web applications. It can connect to database systems. It can also read and modify files. It can be used to handle big data and perform complex mathematics. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development. Knowing all this, how are we going to use Python? So we need to have some Python IDEs. Python is copyrighted and Python source code is now available under the GNU General Public License GPL. The most up-to-date and current source code, binaries, documentation, news, etc. is available on the official website of Python http://www.python.org. You can download the Python documentation from that site also. The documentation is available in HTML, PDF, PostScript formats. And I have listed some of the famous IDEs: PyDev, PyCharm, IDLE, Anaconda, and Spider. So without installing any IDE, we can also execute the Python code using the online Python interpreters. There are a large number of interpreters available. I have just listed only very few of them. How do we install Python? I am going to give some information on installing Python from python.org, or you can install Anaconda also and use Jupyter Notebook, or you can straight away use Jupyter in browser. The last one is you can use Colab from Google. So you can use any one of that, but I suggest you using Anaconda and use Jupyter Notebook. Okay, the first one is installing from python.org. Go to https python.org and downloads. So when you are installing the Python, automatically the IDLE is installed by default. The major features include Python shell window, auto-completion, syntax highlighting, smart indentation, and basic integrity debugger. Now we'll just see how to install that. So go to the python.org downloads and then go to this downloads menu. Under that you can select which operating system you are using and go to the corresponding operating system, and the up-to-date the current version of Python is Python 3.8.3. So you can just click that and you can download that. And then once you download it, it will be saved in some locations. Then you have to run the installer, and you can also click this add Python. So this is an old screen, so here you will have add Python 3.8.3 to path, so you can select that. Now coming to the second option, installing Anaconda. You have the website docs.anaconda.com, install Windows. And for installing on Windows, you can just go to the download Anaconda installer. So that is available in this URL anaconda.com products/individual, or you can use Google to find out the correct Anaconda website. So you can go to the individual edition and then click that installer. So you have to download the Anaconda installer by clicking this download button. This is step 2. And step 3 will be selecting the operating system and corresponding graphic installer. It may be 32-bit depending upon your system, or it may be 64-bit. Once you click that, you will be asked to give the path or the folder to save the installer. So I have installed in Windows C. Okay, the next step will be choosing that and installing or invoking the installer. Okay, and automatically you have to press next button, and then you have the install. Here you have got two options. Either you have to add Anaconda 3 to the path environment variable, or register Anaconda 3 as my default Python 3.7. He says it is right. This is not advisable, but you can go for this register Anaconda 3 and then click install. So it will be the last screen, and you can just give the finish button. So once you have done with the installation, you will get the start menu like this. You can go for this Anaconda Navigator. You can click this Anaconda Navigator. Then Anaconda will be initialized and it will be loaded. Once it gets loaded, you get a screen like this. Here these are all the applications Anaconda supports. Anaconda Navigator is a desktop graphical user interface included in Anaconda distribution that allows you to launch applications and easily manage Conda packages, environments, and channels without using command line commands. Anaconda comes bundled with about 600 packages pre-installed, including NumPy, Matplotlib, and SymPy. The navigator can search for packages on Anaconda Cloud or in a local Anaconda repository. Anaconda is available for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux, as we have already seen, and can be installed on computers without specifying any administrator rights. Why should I use Navigator? It is an easy point and click way to work with packages and environments without needing to type conda commands in a terminal window. You can use it to find the package you want, install them in an environment, run the package, and update them all inside the Navigator. Once you get the screen, next step will be installing the Jupyter Notebook. You can click this launch button. So these are all the applications available in Jupyter Notebook. We are interested only in these are all the applications in Anaconda Navigator, and we are interested in Jupyter Notebook. The third option, you can try this Jupyter in browser itself. You can go to this link, try.jupyter.org. Here it will list out the platforms where the Jupyter can be used. So you can select this one. So once you install Jupyter Notebook, you get a screen like this. Here you have to click this new button to select the Python 3 notebook. We can just see that in real time now. The fourth one will be the Colab. Colab is from google.com, and it is used for disseminate machine learning education and research. It is again a Jupyter Notebook environment, but it requires no setup to use and run entirely in the cloud. Here you can see that they have given some examples and what are the recent notebook we have used, and all the notebooks are automatically saved in Google Drive. Once you go to that colab.research.google.com, you can start working with the Jupyter Notebook and it will be saved in the Google Drive. You can also get help and source code from GitHub. You can also upload the files. Having seen different ways of installing Python, we will get deeper into Jupyter Notebook in real time. I'll just show you how to install Jupyter Notebook. This is my Anaconda Navigator. These are all the applications available in Anaconda Navigator. This is the Jupyter Notebook. As I have said, you have got Orange 3, RStudio, Spider, All these are available in Anaconda Navigator. But we are going to get into Jupyter Notebook. I have to click this launch button. On clicking this launch button, this web-based notebook the file browser will be opened in a default web browser tab. So this is my web browser tab. This is the file browser of Jupyter. These are all the folders available, and then you can also see some of the notebooks here. The notebooks will have an extension IPYNB, and I can create a new notebook by using this new button, and then I can select the Python 3. So this notebook will be open in the next tab. So in Jupyter Notebook, you will have so many cells. These cells are called code cell. I can create the cells by clicking this plus button. Code cell means you can just type in Python code here. I just have a simple print statement here. And to execute that, either I can click this run button or I can just give a shift enter. Now this is my output cell where I get the output of the previous code cell. So I can type in any number of commands here, and then either I have to give the run command or shift enter. You can clear all the output cells in the notebook and rerun the code cells like this. All output I can just give a clear. You can also create some node some cells, markdown cells, which are used for typing some document. So this I can say this is my first notebook. So these markdown cells are used for documentation, and it explains your code. So this text in this will not be executed. You can give any number of text here. You can also add tables, images, list, etc. in the markdown cells. You can also use the LaTeX math equations. Because Jupyter notebooks are rendered by web browsers, you can also have HTML tags here. And you can save the notebook using this button. You can select copy, cut, copy, paste, everything can be done here. You can save it. You can also change the name of the file. Default will be untitled. I can just give a click button here, then I can give a notebook name, then rename it. I can also make a copy or save it, and I can rename it. I can save and checkpoint. I can also download this file. I can download this file as a HTML or LaTeX or ASCII code, Markdown, Notebook, etc. These are all the different possibilities of downloading the file. Here also I can change the code type, cell type. I can just make it as a Markdown. Here I can have any number of documents, any number of comment or documentation. And this is my collab of Google. Here I have registered through my Gmail ID. So if you don't want, you can also use it as it is, or you can register here. This Colab, they have given it as zero configuration required. You need not download anything. You can just give a collabresearch.google.com and free access to GPUs. Because of this facility, you can use this Colab to execute programs for AI or machine learning, and it can also be used for data science. Here you can see that the entire page is made using the Jupyter Notebook. I can create a new notebook here. So the Colab also uses the Jupyter Notebook. Here you can see that this is a code and this is the output for that. This is the documentation. All these things can be entered using a Jupyter Notebook. So it takes some time to load a new notebook. So we can generally use the Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. With this, I think I have given you some idea on Jupyter Notebook. So with this, I'm completing the session on installing Python. Happy learning and thank you.